Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Vellore Cricket Ground. And this is your host, commentator, Mayur Barua, and I'll be doing all the live commentary virtually, of course. And I'm sure all the action which is right there on your screen, it will produce some great cricket. The sun is out. It has always been basking with all its glory. And the match today, it's Royals Cricket Club versus the Hornets Cricket Club. I'm sure this is going to be a pretty good match, and it's 23 for one in 4 overs for Royals Cricket Club. This is a very nice start, I would say. K. Surrender 18 not out of 11, and Ganeshan 3 not out of 10. Babu has already picked up the first wicket for his team, 1 for 14 in 2 overs. It will be very, very interesting to see how this is all going to be panned out. It's going to be some lovely moves, I would presume, from the captain, because you really need to capitalize on the wicket and the early wicket that his opposition has gifted to him. I'm sure this is going to be something which he definitely would be very happy. But it's always great to capitalize on the initial breakthrough that you have achieved as a captain. So Royals Cricket Club 23 for 1 in 4 overs. And just wait for the next over to start. So start of the next over. Left armer in action. And it has gone to the boundary for four, and some runs tickled on the leg side. Little bit fuller onto him, but he was up to the task for a glorious boundary towards the fine leg, and it will move on to 27 for 1. So a hint of movement early on, but it was not the line that Harharan Hariharan was actually expecting to move. So the very first ball going for a boundary doesn't. I'm sure it won't deter his confidence as he runs up to bowl his second ball. And this is much fuller way outside off stump, and that's a wicket. Actually, they are all celebrating the man in blue. You can see they're all hurrying up to the bowler and all towards the gully fielder. He'll be mighty disappointed. And Royals Cricket Club, they have lost the second wicket. It's 27 for 2. One brings two. So 2 wickets in two back-to-back overs. And Hornets Cricket Club, they will be mightily very happy. As of now, they're getting an edge on this competition versus the Royals Cricket Club. Royals Cricket Club 29 for 2 in 5 overs. Two back-to-back wickets lost for Royals Cricket Club and Hornets Cricket Club. I'm sure they'll be very, very happy. You can see the way they celebrate the wicket as soon as the second wicket was down. And at the moment, it's Akash and Ganeshan who try and do the repair work for Royals Cricket Club, as Ganeshan is on 4 of 13. And the last time I did the commentary, remember, it was a very, very last ball finish. And one of the teams, they celebrated as they won the contest by 3 runs. And those have been very, very pretty close contests. And that's what we love to see. This is a Sunday morning. Everyone would always love to trace the cricket field because they love to put all the pressure of the weekdays behind. First ball of the sixth over, a little bit angle delivery, very softly played towards the man at cover. And there's an overthrow, and they will take the opportunity to cross the numbers again. The running has been good, but the fielding needs to be very, very tight. This pretty much slow singles can come back and haunt you. As I mentioned, we have seen some pretty good close contests, and I've also seen so many extras been given. I remember in the very first contest that I was doing the commentary, there were there were 20 extras been given in the first match, out of which 19 were wides and one was a leg by. So you can see the amount of contribution from the extras, and that's very, very important that in these close encounters that you really need to justify of how you manage your troops, and they respectfully go about their business. At the moment, it's 29 for 2, and Hornets Cricket Club, honestly, they are not doing anything badly. They have managed to pick up 2 wickets. The fielding has been very tight, and they definitely look like a team who means business. Royals Cricket Club, they haven't started off badly in terms of runs, but in terms of wickets, they really need to keep it tight. Oh, take outside edge! The wicket keeper couldn't manage to put his gloves in business. That could have been the third one and a second for Hariharan. I can see immediately both his hands going up on his head, and he knew that was very, very close. And you can see how the wicket keeper is also trying to do some shadow practice. It's always tough. Let me tell you, it's never, never easy. There's always been very, very tight business. As it moves on to 32 for 2. Uh, Again, a throw. And he's been managing and putting those right there in the off stump channel. Good ball. Very good ball. There you can see the check drive from the batter, from Akash. Almost in two minds whether to play that stroke or to leave the delivery. Very, very minimal foot movement. Mind you, he's on 1 of 3. Need to check it very, very early. Chipping down the wicket, little outside edge, but there is a fielder at point. Will and this is very, the outfield looks to be very, very a good one. And with the sun basking down, as I've mentioned, on this early morning Sunday pitch, and outfield, this is going. You definitely sometimes feel that it's going to be a belter, but the back of your mind, they really need to know that they have lost 2 wickets. So really don't know how much the depth of batting is, but these two really need to put up a good partnership, good show. Oh, almost onto the stump. He is doing a fabulous job here, Gautamar. hasn't managed to pick up a wicket. It's none for three for him, and it's 32 for two in 6 overs for Royals Cricket Club. 33 for two in 6 overs. Played it very well, but that will go beyond the man standing at extra cover and towards more squarish on the sweeper cover player who is really there. And if you use the bowler looks to be more professional sometimes when you use that white bandana on your head, looks to be more accomplished as a cricketer as he runs in from down the leg side, and he looks to be a very cheeky customer, lefty. There you can see you can have a nice close view of the round ribbon like clothing that you put on your hairline, and it makes you look more commendable as a bowler. You look more threatening actually, and he's done it very well. 34 for two with the single for Royals Cricket Club versus Hornets Cricket Club. He'll still continue his business around the wicket. The angle is more comfortable for Hariharan. He has 1 for 8 to his name. Will be now running into ball to Ganesh. Wanted to slash at Ganeshan. The angle bat that was little slowly being bowled this time as as compared to Akash, to whom he was bowling in the earlier delivery. But this will go beyond the bowler Hariharan and go towards the long on fielder for again a single. So back to back single, and it will make 35 for two. The projected score is 108. Mind you, it's a 20 overs contest at a current run rate of 5.38. Again, this time good ball. That angle, as I was talking about for Hariharan, it's making it much fuller. Probably Akash was really not there at the task of putting that away, and that's the reason why he had to actually reach out for the delivery, and it managed to sneak past beyond his bat and onto the safe gloves of the wicket keeper. Wells Cricket Club remains on 35 for 2 in 6.4 overs as Hariharan runs up to bowl his fifth delivery down the leg side. Will it be exercise for the umpire? Yes, it is. Extends both his hands left and right to single and extra to make it 36 for 2 for Wells Cricket Club with two more legitimate deliveries remaining thanks to that wide. I'm sure it's a good start for everyone. For people who have joined in late, it's a good contest going on. I'm sure you'll be having your cup of tea or coffee, little bit up to the batsman who was also equally to his tasks to get to jump onto that delivery and to complete the formalities with one more delivery remaining because last to last ball was a wide. So one ball remaining in the seventh over. Last ball of the seventh over. Little bit angle bat he plays. He exactly knew where what he was trying to do. He's coming for the second one, and they managed to cross numbers very successfully. I don't think Hariharan will be very satisfied with the kind of fielding because you stood there in silence looking towards the fielders. It's 38 for 2 for Wales Cricket Club after 7 overs versus the Hornets Cricket Club. The running is very important when you cross numbers. Really need to know what's important. That's where the communication plays a huge role. And Akash and Ganeshan both are doing a good one, because as soon as you cross, you really need to shout out, it's my call," and I'm sure they have been living up to the billing of how it matters as partners. 38 for 2 in 7 overs for Royals Cricket Club. Gautam runs into bowl, slow medium pacer tucked on the leg side. The call for the two is again, I'm probably the first one has been successfully, and they have come for the second one also. So back to back couple of runs for Royals Cricket Club. Very softly played on the leg side. This is why the completion of the first run is very important, because then you have ample run to be safely as a house on both your respective ends, and the strikers and the non-striker also. Again, Gautamar runs to bowl his second ball of his second over, yorked, but gave himself some room also, and that's why he could squeeze it right from the leg and middle stump or a single towards cover to make it 41 for 2 in 7.2 overs. Ganeshan into double figures now, 12 not out of 19 with a very healthy strike rate of 63.16. 'Next delivery from Gautamar. They're doing it very well. Singles and a couple of running, and when the ball has been pitched up to them, they have not withered in any confidence of playing it softly towards the gap. Ganeshan now slashes it as he found the boundary. He did it very well. Oh no, this time the bowler celebrates. Ganeshan was the set better. He was into double figures, we mentioned. He was into 12, but this time he has to go back to the pavilion and watch the rest of the innings. Wanted to slay it over the fielder, but only manages to get his slap in the end, as Hariharan will celebrate, and Royals Cricket Club are now 42 for 3. This is not good sign, as Akash is left stranded alone right in the middle at 5 of 10 deliveries, and Hariharan will be having the last laugh, as he will be as Gotham R actually will be celebrating the wicket at 1 for 7 now in his 10 balls. It's 42 for 3 in 7.4 overs with two more balls remaining in the over. 42 for 3, make it 40. Three for three now with that good single as Ashok Diora is the new batsman who will be joining Akash. We were talking about how the partnerships are important. I'm sure there will be the loss of that wicket. Slower delivery this time, but he plays it very deftly. Has he found the gap? He actually found the gap, but that was just for a single. What was made very satisfying for both of them is probably for the runs being scored for Royals Cricket Club, but for Hornets Cricket Club, they look up at the wicket column and it says 3 wickets down, and that will make them amply satisfied with 12 more overs remaining. Wells Cricket Club are 44 for 3 in 8 overs. Ninth over, slashes it away. Did he find the fielder or did he find the gap? A little bit of misfield. Oh, that misfield will give them 4 runs. He was trying to stress his hands. You can see the batsman also saying, "Yes, I got very lucky with that boundary." It was not exactly where he was intending to hit. The ball slowly moved along the green pastures. The fielder was trying to again give it a second chance to grab it to himself, but it said that it's Sunday morning. Please allow me to play on this green surface. It has been a romanticism between just the bat and the ball, but it has gone past beyond the ropes and on towards the boundary for 4 runs. And with that boundary, the score will say 48 for 3 for Wells Cricket Club. The bowler Hariharan actually reminds me of Bengal's Ashok Dinda. This time much fuller, wanted to stretch to play that ball. The fielder, jersey number 18 from Hornets Cricket Club. He moves on and gets that ball going. Again, Hariharan really not happy with the singles has been done, but it's 50 up for Wells Cricket Club. They will be definitely be happy at 50 for 3 in 8.3 overs with a run rate of 5.88 and at a projected score of 118. We'd love to make it count for themselves. In the last 5 overs, they have managed to score 29. So this time the run has been very uphill. You can see in 3 overs they have managed to score 20, managed to score 21 runs. So this is much better going for them if you compare of what happened in the past. But they have also managed to give away a wicket. I would say Ganeshan actually he threw that wicket away. And if you wanted to clear the extra cover, you needed to do it very hugely. This time giving himself some room. Ashok Diora, the lefty, and he'll get off the strike and give it to Akash, who's on 12 of 14 with one boundary to his name. And this left and right hand combination, as I remember last time also, one of the teams had good 4 to 5 lefties. It always puts the as they really get going from moving from left to right, from right to left. 52 for 3 as Hariharan runs into bowler. Good. Very good. You can see wanted to deflect his bat, but almost two and a half of the stumps are exposed. 9 overs being bowled. The Royals Cricket Club are now 52 for 3 versus Hornets Cricket Club. 54 for 3 and almost again chipped onto the stumps. And every time it happens, you can see the bowler's reaction. How did it miss the stumps? As if there are 5 or 6 stumps, and that's always a funny part to see because you need a wicket, and that's what you have been asked by your captain to do, to deliver as much as wickets as possible. And the angle also works. He is a righty, and the batsman is a lefty. Defensively played, wanting to take a single. The wicketkeeper fumbles. There was little bit of a confusion whether to get off the mark for both the batters. Eventually, they managed to get it. The throw was not quite healthy towards the wicketkeeper. He fumbles it, but thankfully they didn't cross numbers for the second time. So it was just a single for Wells Cricket Club to make it 55 for 3 with one more ball remaining in the 10th over. They did very well down the ground. Will it go towards the fielder? He manages to get it very well on time. It's 56 for 3 in 10 overs. 56 for 3 in 10 overs. We are right back after the break. The innings has been healthy for Royals Cricket Club at 5.60. They lost a wicket they lost the first wicket in the fourth over, then another one in the fifth, and just a couple of overs back, they lost the third. We had a nice drinks break. I'm sure that will make them Royals Cricket Club, especially to re-strategize of how to go about their business. And it's always helpful when you get your teammate running with the water. First ball of the 11th over, way outside off stump, and I feel that's what the non-striker must be saying to the striker, that you would have done a world of good had you left that ball. I actually really don't know what actually has transpired. Is it a wicket? I feel it's a wicket. He has hit it straight down the throat of the fielder. It's 56 for 4 for Royals Cricket Club. And what an innings, what a drinks break this has been for Hornets Cricket Club, as they managed to pick up a wicket in the very first ball after the drinks break, in the first ball of the 11th over. And Akash Diora, the lefty, will be left stranded now on 5 of 7, as Bharat will pick up a wicket of the very first ball of his first over. And he'll be very happy along with his captain, because he has done exactly what he was out to do. And things are not looking good, because the runs are not at par with. It's not even 6 runs per over, and they're just 1 wicket away, the Royals Cricket Club, of losing half of this side. We've always believed in building a partnership, but then if you keep on losing your wickets in a heap, with kind of those loose strokes, it really doesn't put up a happy happy picture for you, especially for you, because on a Sunday morning, when you try and garner some momentum and some runs under your kitty, and especially it's not a bad weather condition, the pitch and the outfield and the sun all are doing a world of good, and you're losing wickets. Second ball from Bharat in his first over. It's 56 for 4. Spins the ball. Played very, very defensively. Not a airtight defense, but the defense was definitely there, and that will be 1 run for them at 50, 57. Imanu. At 57 for 4 in 10.2 overs. Lefty Ashok Diora is on strike, who's on 5 of 7. And Bharat would love to pick up another wicket in this over. Quicker delivery this time. Played it straight back to Bharat by Ashok Diora. And it's really good to see how he's managing to flight the delivery, put the quicker one. This time much fuller again. This is a huge appeal. Yeah, and the umpire says that it is actually not in favor of you, so you really need to go back to your mark and let peace prevail. Ashok Diora, I'm sure for a moment his heart must be in his mouth as he, as he saw at the huge appeal. This time flighted delivery plays very well along through the covers. This is more towards point and gully. This time that stroke. And with that single, the Royal Cricket Club will be 58 for 4 as the right-hander Tejaswar will be now on strike, and that's why Bharat will again change his ends coming from round to over the wicket to bowl his last ball of his 11th over. Flighted delivery, but a little bit more on the back of the land, and is the reason why Tejaswar right rock solid on the back foot, played it very well towards point, and it will bring the end over. 11 overs have been bowled, 58 for 4 for Wales Cricket Club. 58 for 4, first ball of the 12th over. A depth towards Hopstide for a single at Royal Cricket Club. Now 59 for 4. When you manage to, when you actually try and get some runs and play some faulty strokes which are not, which doesn't go your way, you always play some defensive strokes, but some singles, and those kind of flighted deliveries can make you toss up, and sometimes it makes you get some dual mindedness, and that's when the temptation is always there to play the flowing drive, and you only manage to gift away wickets, and that's why the wicket of Akash Deora is very important to be there, but not for Hornets Cricket Club. They would love to see his back and probably break the backbone. I don't know, but it's always good to keep one lefty and then one righty right there, because then it plays in your favor. Jaga played very well this time, but right back to the bowler Jaga, who's is bowled he who is bowling his third ball of his first over, none for two. Flights the delivery almost into back of the hand of Jaga. Could have been a cotton ball opportunity for him. He made himself look like a juggernaut as he tugs away from his bowling stride to the other end of the pitch. Almost looked like someone who's trying to cartwheel himself. But it's the ball who says that I'll be playing some more time. 61 for 4 for Royals Cricket Club. Again, I was mentioning about tossed up delivery, wanting to have that opportunity to play the full on cover drive, but the deflected bat actually only didn't help the cause for Tejaswar, who's on 2 of 4. So one more ball remaining in the 12th over. So Jaga has started off as miserly as possible with just 3 runs to his name. Last ball of the 12th over. This time, little shorter, which allowed Tajeshwar to go on the back foot and had all the time in the world to play towards the man at long for 1 run. 12 overs have been bowled. The Welsh Cricket Club are now 62 for 4. 63 for 4 with that single for Wales Cricket Club brings the left-hander Ashok Diora on strike, who's on 8 of 13. Would love to manifest his innings with some good boundaries at 4. He has been practicing. He has been trying to hit the long-hander, but not been successful. As of now, Bharat 1 for 3 on tugged on the leg side immediately. I'm sure as soon as it goes towards the longer parts of the ground, the mindset is always to come back for the second. But this time, there were two fielders were trying to converge on the ball, and that's the reason just 1 run gives the strike to the right-hander Tajeshwar and a score onto 64 for 4 for Wales Cricket Club. Bharat, wicket delivery defensively played the bat. A little bit of a misfeel from the man at cover, which allow them to steal a couple of runs. So from 64, make to 66, and it was, mind you, just a defensive push. So that will tell you much of the story of how quick the outfield is. And if something goes like a speed of rocket, it might just go towards the boundary very, very quickly. So everyone needs to be on their toes because we are approaching the 15th over quickly. It's a 20 overs contest. Wanted to hit the long handle. It has beaten actually everyone. The batter, including the wicket keeper, also there is no slip in place, but there is one standing at deep gully. So one by which will make it to 67 for 4 for Wales Cricket Club. Smashes it away. It's in the air. Some bounces towards the man at long off for a 1 run. There you can see the intentions are getting much, much clearer now for Ashok Diora. As soon as, and he knew he has picked up the gap, he knows there is no fielder there, so he can safely play that stroke. And he has been rewarded with 1 run to give it to the rider, Tejasvi. This time, a little quicker on leg side. Couldn't get on time, ball didn't bounce as much as he was expecting, and bring the end of the over. 13 overs have been bowled. Royals Cricket Club are now 68 for 4. 68 for 4. First ball of the 14th over, almost the stumping opportunity. Yes, they get this. The fifth wicket is down for Royals Cricket Club at 68 for 5, half of the side down. Non-striker Tajeshwar is a bit devastated. He knew that a left-hander is so much required. Trying to chip down the wicket, trying to use long handle, but not to the pitch of the delivery, and the ball spun away from him, and the keeper, he did his regulation job, which is one of the key aspects of the wicket keeper. And it's 68 for 5 for Royals Cricket Club. Not healthy signs as of now, as the incoming batter crosses his path along with Diora, who is going back to the pavilion and will have so many questions to answer himself. It's 68 for 5 in 13.1 overs for Royals Cricket Club as Jaga gets his first wicket in the very first ball of his second over. Spins the ball outside off stump. Wide call immediately as Satish is the right-handed batter. Will be joining Tajeshwar. Not healthy signs for Royals Cricket Club at 68 for 5. The run rate has dropped down drastically to 5.16. Spin delivery, very slow spinner of the delivery is Jaga, but you won't mind it a bit. As compared to Bharat, he gives the ball much air. There you can see again going down the wicket. There is a fielder. He will take. Did he take the? Yes, he takes the catch. This is really not good batting from Royals Cricket Club, especially from Satish. It's 69 for 6 for Royals Cricket Club, and Hornets Cricket Club are all over Royals Cricket Club as they are in dire straits. Really, the think tank management will be saying to Satish what he has done. Flighted delivery, giving him the bait. He takes the bait and then succumbs to it. It's 69 for 6 for Royals Cricket Club with that fall of the wicket. 69 for 6, and Richard has come up to face Jaga, whose impressive spell continues, and it would say 2 for 2 for 5 in 10 balls. He'll be mightily pleased with his performance. Flights a delivery again, plays it down, plays it all on the carpet down the leg side. It's almost like a cross-batted stroke as Royal Cricket Club. They will enter the 70s with a single 70 for 6 with one more ball remaining in the 14th over. As Tajeshwar, who's on 6 of 9, will get the strike. Jersey number 00 is for Jaga, 2 for 6. This time again, much on the back foot. We can see the wicketkeeper almost floored with that one. And it's also because of the uneven bounce. But as of at the moment, it's slightly uneven thinking for Royals Cricket Club as they are 70 for 6 in 14th overs. In 14 overs. 71 for 6. Bharat will continue his spell of third over, 1 for 8 to his name. The bowling to touches for who's on 6 not out of 10. Very, very way outside off stump. If he had left the ball, I'm sure it would have been a wide. Such wayward bowling this time from Bharat, but it had also allowed Tajeshwar to use the long hander. He's been seeing the ball for much, much longer now. Not for Richard, who is calm. Oh, he has glided that ball. Has he glided to perfection? Yes, he has done it very well to make it go over the ropes. I've told you that the outfield is very, very quick. So if you have to move, you have to actually run. It cannot be a jog in the park. And the ball has actually gone across the third man fielder more squarish. It was in the air also. If there was a point of gully fielder, it would have gone straight to his hand, but the ball this time manages to escape very, very quickly to make the score move on to 76 for 6 for Royals Cricket Club. Seventy-seven for 6. The second ball of the 16th over, flighted delivery. I'm sure he'd do justice if he can use more of a straight path to play those strokes.
Wanting to take that single, but Tejaswar says you need to hold your ground. Jaga 2 for 9 in 2.4 overs. He has been very, very impressive. Along with Bharat also. So the captain of Hornets Cricket Club will be a very, very pleased one of how the proceedings has unfolded here at the Valor Cricket Ground. This is the monsoon challenge. Flighted delivery again outside off stump, cuts that ball, doesn't find the gap, only to find the fielder. The score will remain at 79 for 6 for Wales Cricket Club. But it's a very nice Sunday morning. It's a beautiful day to play cricket. I'm sure in different parts of India, he's been enjoying, but this time has he enjoyed that stroke? No, the enjoyment will be only for Hornets Cricket Club because Richard has actually hit it in the air. You can see all smiles for the fielders of Hornets Cricket Club as they surround the Jaga, who has picked up his 3 wickets, 3 for 9 in 3 overs. He has been as miserly as possible, and Richard has to go back to the pavilion very, very dejected. He gave himself some room to play that stroke. There you can see wanted to cut that ball, but probably the cut was little more early, and that's why it looped up in the air. And Josie number 8 managed to pick that catch very easily. 79 for 7 for Royals Cricket Club in the 16th over. 79 for 7, quicker delivery of the 70th over. This one with a projected score of 99, it has come down to less than 5 runs now for Wales Cricket Club at 81 for 7. And as Suresh, jersey number 18, has the ball in his hand to bowl his third over and the 17th over. Outside off stump, it's in the air, just short of the fielder was standing at the deep gully. I'm sure if he'd had left that ball, it would have been a huge wide. But that's the pressure of getting runs here for Royals Cricket Club, that they are trying to hit it each and every delivery. Projected score now is exactly 100 at a run rate of 5.02. But you really don't know what would transpire when Royals Cricket Club has the ball in their hand, because the second innings is still remaining. It could eventually turn out to be something very different as we're thinking, because cricket is a very, very funny game. It's a glorious game of golden opportunities. Drive is very good, driven very well, as Tejaswar, who's on 12 not out of 15, got off the blocks very, very quickly as soon as Mani KL pushed it towards the man at extra cover and gets off the mark in the very first ball of he faces. Suresh now on to Tejaswar, glides it very well past the fielder at point. There is a fielder at third man. He will give it to the wicket keeper. So two more balls remaining. So exactly 100 balls have been bowled. Royal Cricket Club have scored 84, but the loss of wickets has been huge. It's fell in a heap at 7 wickets. So 20 more balls now remaining for in this first innings of the first match on this Sunday of this nice monsoon challenge. This is in the air. This is very, very much in the air. There are two fielders, but that will drop just between both the fielders. They're trying to go for the third one, but will manage to get 2 runs and the score on to 86 for 7 now. That was quicker, much, much quicker from Suresh. He was up to the task and it actually went up. This time a lap stroke. It has come off very, very beautifully. It looks so nice and elegant when it comes up. That's 4 runs, and Royal Cricket Club finally will have something to rejoice as the score moves on to 90 for 7 with an elegant dab stroke. He fell down, but he'll be very happy to see what had actually transpired as he fell down on the wicket. You can see the replay of that stroke. You have to do something different. That is good. That is very good. That was dangerously played, but the bat was really there, right between the stumps and the ball. And the ball went gleefully towards the third man, towards the fine leg boundary for 4. It's on to the 90s now. Royals Cricket Club in 17 overs. There you can see the replay. Nowadays it's a game of innovation, and those innovative strokes will give you good runs. That is slide. That's like a Boeing 737 who have actually landed at the airport. Yes, I was always diving in a non-striker's end, but couple of runs will make things easy. The Royal Cricket Club, they are doing the business healthy. It's the first task will to play out all the 20 overs and put a very, very healthy, respectable score for to give something at least for the bowlers to go and defend. Mind you, it's a 20 overs contest, so in 17 overs, it's not a bad score. But looking at the kind of output it was, I think probably it should have been 100 or 120 as of now. It's 92 for 7. The bowling has been very tight. We'll just get a single as the ball has been played towards the man at extra cover. And the score on to 93 for 7 in 17.2 overs. Is it too much square at this? It's a lot of talks and chips going on. You can see it's 94 for 7 as the fourth ball of the 18th over has been bowled. Almost we felt like there was a thick inside edge, but there was none for Babu as he films up the ball to has been cut here on the whole third over of the spell. He has 1 wicket to his name, one for 18. Tejushwar now has been seeing the ball well. He's on 16 of 19. Goes on the back foot, played very well. The ball will go to jersey number 18. That's Richard, who will field that ball. They have been playing and they've been enjoying their cricket also. I'm sure if the bowling is good from Hornets Cricket Club, they can have an edge over this competition. So it's a long way to go. Still the first innings to be completed. Last ball of the 18th over. Crosses that ball. It's in the air. He didn't. Oh, it's almost would have been a blinder of a catch had he held on to it. It was like a bird flying in the forest. It's Valor cricket ground for him. It must have been best in reserve. It must have been a bird century for him. You can see everyone, almost everyone within his trajectory came up to him to say, "You have done brilliantly." Probably we haven't seen you flying so much during the practice, but there you can see, there you go, there you go. Oh, it was there in his hands, and it just looked up, looked out actually. But had he held on to that catch, it would have been a magnificent catch. But nonetheless, Royals Cricket Club will survive a wicket. 18 overs have been bowled. It's 97 for 7 for Royals Cricket Club. Suresh turns up to bowl his fourth over. He would love to get a wicket. It's none for 20 as of now. As Tajeshwar has the bat in his hand to face Suresh. He's on 17 of 20. The score is on 97 for 7. So two more overs remaining. On the leg side, the wicket keeper wasn't healthy enough to stop that ball. The outfield has been very, very quick. It's a wide signal from the umpire. And you can see the last replay of the last ball. There you can see, it would have been very good. It would have been a great, great catch. Had he held on to it, I'm sure you'd have made that replay his own galore in his gallery. You'd have said, "Look, look, there I was. Look, there I was. Oh, this could have been a big, big confusion." You can see the smiles around the wicket keeper, the one standing up to the stumps, and Richard also. Suresh Ikambaram is the one now for 23, wanting to use the long handle, going trying to go down the wicket actually. But the slowness of the wicket, sometimes you feel he's a medium pacer. Sometimes the slowness of the pitch also, and the way the cutters have been bowled. You can see they've been bowling in the seam up delivery. And now Suresh, medium pacer, none for 24 with four more deliveries remaining in his fourth over. Outside off stump, did he manage to get anything, because it has been fumbled by the wicket keeper, and a wide being eventually signaled by the umpire, so he's to re-bowl his delivery. So all the four balls now are intact. You can see there one wide, then one, and then wide again. Wide again, so none for 25. It's in the air. Has he put into perfection both the fielders running in from the long and long off, but both of them were spectators. The ball fell in no man's land. You'll see many of those as we are at the slog overs. And he's been bowling the penultimate over. Suresh, it's a very, very important phase. Either you lose, or you give a lot of runs. Cross batted stroke again towards long on just for a single. Suresh still in search for first wicket to his name. As Royals Cricket Club, they're 100 up and they're 104 for 7 in. Chipping down the wicket. Did he do well? Did he do well? No, he didn't do anything well, because it's the fielder who has done well. And it will be the eighth wicket to fall for Wales Cricket Club. You can see the batsman right there in the picture, Mani KL, who trudges back to the pavilion. He has scored 12 of 7. I think he has done his job. You can see the wicket. Suresh, was it a commentator's curse? I was telling that he needed a wicket, and immediately he produces a wicket. So one wicket finally to the name of Suresh, and Royals Cricket Club. They are now 8th wicket down, 104 for 8 versus Hornets Cricket Club, with one more ball remaining in the 19th over from Suresh. As Amrit Mali is the new batter to join Tejeshwar, who's a 19 of 22. It will be good if Amrit Mali will do something to put Tejeshwar onto strike, because he's been hitting the ball well. He's the one who's been there in most of the partnerships. Last ball of the 19th over. Chipping it away on the off stump. The non-striker Amrit Mali is running very, very quickly. So they'll manage to grab a couple of wickets and 106 for 8 in 19 overs. One more over now remaining in the first innings. Officially played the second ball of the 28th over. This will cross over the boundary more towards the sweeper cover. Good. This is good. Healthy runs. Royals Cricket Club will be very happy as the score moves on 107 for 8. I feel they are doing justice to the batting. As they move on to 107 for 8. And actually, it's 111 for 8. They're trying to confirm it. So 4 runs eventually being signaled by the umpire with 4 more balls remaining. Amrit Mali got off the mark with a couple of runs in the very first ball, and now he has hit a good stroke. To you can see the way he has completed his follow through of that stroke. He tried to replicate that stroke again outside off stump delivery, smashes it back past the bowler and towards the man at long off, who charges it very, very quickly to get that throw off the hook and back to the bowler. And the Royals Cricket Club are now 112 for 8 with 3 more deliveries remaining. The current run rate is 5.74. There you can see smashed it away. Looks to be a very, very nice lower end better for a couple of runs than a single. So he has been very handful, 7 of 3 for Amrit Mali, as Tejeshwar will now have the strike to his name. He has been rock solid at 21 of 24, facing the fifth ball from Babu on the 20th over. Amrit Mali got off. Actually, it's Tejeshwar at the non-striker's end, as Amrit Mali is really there to face that ball, wanted to swing it away, but it was swing and a miss. So just one ball now remaining in this first innings. What will happen in the last ball? Will it be a four? Will it be a couple? Or will we see a six? Last ball of this first innings. Slower delivery outside off stump. And the call is for the second. Definitely, they will try and come back for the second one. The throw was good. Oh, they will come for the third one. Will it be? Oh, you will have to. Yes, that's what it is. You will have to take off the stumps because the bails fell down. The bowler is all smile, but eventually Royals Cricket Club are 113 for 8. So the target is 114 for Hornets Cricket Club to win this contest. We'll be back with live action for the chase very, very soon. Don't go out, don't go anywhere. Just keep your eyes right here. Thank you.
P, that angle outside off stump to get that ball moving away from the batter. And he would have done very well, Sanjay Charan, if he'd had left that ball. When you leave the ball, it also gives you a nice feeling because you know where your off stump is. And as an opening batter, it's always very, very important that you know where your stumps are. As Pradeep runs into ball to Sanjay Charan, this time little fuller taken on the full toss as the ball will go through a deflection towards the man at third man for a single, and he'll get off the strike finally for Hornets Cricket Club at 1 for none, and they need 115 now more runs of the allotted 19.2 more overs it's remaining. We've seen very close contest, I'm sure. Royals Cricket Club will be a little pleased because at one point they thought they might not have even got 100, but to reach onto 115, it's a humongous effort, I'm sure, especially from Tajeshwar, who has been there at the wicket for a long time. He has seen wickets falling at the other end, but eventually, Royals Cricket Club, they got into 115, and now Hornets Cricket Club are now 2 for no loss with single in the last ball, with one more ball remaining in the very first over from Pradeep P, who's none for two. Ramesh got off the mark immediately of the very first ball that he has faced. So both the batters on single figures. The required run rate is 5.95. Pradeep running into ball to his last over. Ah, good ball. Almost yorked himself. It will be a very quick single as the fielder runs it runs in from mid on to get that ball. But a streaky single. Hornets Cricket Club are 3 for no loss after the end of the first over versus Royals Cricket Club. Amrit Mali tunes up to bowl the first ball of his second over. Nice gentle loosener outside off stump. I'd like to replicate of what Hornets Cricket Club did when they had the ball in their hand. The first wicket fell for Royals Cricket Club in the fourth over, but no signs of any damage for Hornets Cricket Club with the bat as of now. 4 for no loss. Amrit Mali running into Sanjay Charan. He gets into a very uncomfortable position as he plays the stroke from his hips in the air. And yes, a wicket has finally gone. Amrit Mali grabs the first wicket and the first breakthrough given for Royals Cricket Club. Hornets Cricket Club are now 4 for 1 with the fall of that wicket. Sanjay Sharan will not be very happy. He got into some kind of an entanglement as he was trying to play that stroke off the heap, but the ball actually looped up to that was there, and it's 4 for 1 in the 1.1 over. And Amrit Mali manages to grab a wicket of the very first ball, of the very second ball that he has bowled. It's 4 for 1 for Hornets Cricket Club. 4 for 1 for Hornets Cricket Club. They are they wouldn't have thought to lose a wicket so early on. I was mentioning about the fall of wickets for Royals Cricket Club. It was in the fourth over, but for Hornets Cricket Club, driven very well off the block was straight away the knock that has enabled them to exchange numbers very very quickly. So one run for them. Hornets Cricket Club are 5 for 1. They have just lost a wicket in the over, and both the bowlers Pradeep P and Amrit are doing good job. They have some runs in the kitty to defend, and that will allow them to ease off some pressure. Mind you, it's not a pressure cooker situation as of now for Hornets Cricket Club. But some wickets, it might just change the equation. Banging in short, a good ball. This has jagged in with some very good proportions, right from that green patches and curve, and actually cut the batter in almost two halves as the ball goes between his belly and the bat, and the wicketkeeper has done it very well. It's imperative for him to keep his eyes at the very last moment as the ball goes past beyond. Its score remains at 5 for 1 for Hornets Cricket Club as Amrit Mali runs the ball. He pulls on the leg side. The wide has already been signaled by the umpire, and just one run. There's not much of an extras that we have seen in the first innings, but now it has actually started for Royals Cricket Club as they manages to also pick up a single. So 2 runs will be added to the total. And Hornets Cricket Club are now 7 for 1 with those extra and one run with two more balls remaining in the second over to be bowled from Amrit Mali. Nice ship up delivery. Ball will go away towards squarish gully. 8 for 1 for Hornets Cricket Club. One more ball remaining. The shape up from the Pacers has been very good. Amrit Mali and Pradeep P. We've also seen in the first over how the ball has done some good movement and not much of a difference from Amrit Mali, but that ball in the third over, that in the third one smashes it back past the bowler. There is a fielder at mid off, and there is no run. But that ball in the third ball, it actually jagged in very well. Have been inside edge. I don't know whether it must have gone past the wicket keeper, but he did very well to keep that ball at bay. It's 9 for 1 with that single in the last ball. 2 overs being bowled. Hornets Cricket Club 9 for 1. Ramesh 2 of 3 and Dinesh is 2 of 3. Both are on equal figures and balls being faced. Amrit Mali 1 for 6 in his first over. Pradeep P will continue his spell. First ball, bowled very well. No run. Score will remain at 9 for 1 in 2.1 overs for Hornets Cricket Club. Looks to be two very good teams who are competing here at the Vellore Cricket Ground. This is good. This is very good from Pradeep. Where has that ball gone? We have to wait for the umpire's signal. This was very good stroke. This is half a dozen. Oh, this is six actually. It was the umpire was trying to signal a four, but it's actually 4 plus 2. And with that stroke, the score will be now 15 for 1. This is good stroke. Upishly played almost up to the batter. This kind of strokes will resonate the kind of innings that probably he's shaping up to bat now for his team Hornets Cricket Club. So Pradeep P, the first over was good, but this time it has not started off very well. Tucked on the leg side, had that ball not got into the bat, I'm sure it would have been a huge appeal. Pradeep P looking a little disappointed with that single. They need exactly 100 runs, And Pradeep P now on to double figures in his bowling analysis of none for 10 in 1.3 overs. As Ramesh moves on to 9, helped by the fact that he has played a beautiful 6 over that man at long off. So 16 for 1 for Hornets Cricket Club with 3 more balls remaining in the third over. Fuller delivery this time. Checked in stroke right to the man and extra cover. No run. At the moment you feel 100 runs is a long way to go. But this is where it gets very 20 overs contest. I remember doing commentary in the 10 overs contest in this very venue of this Vellore cricket ground here in Vellore, and there's some interesting things, really some important run-outs and wickets that happened. This will be a very quick single. I think the fielder was a little slow to get off the blocks, but allow Hornets Cricket Club to get a single 17 for 1, which will make the required runs into double figures now. They need 99 now versus the Royals Cricket Club. Pradeep would love to get a wicket as like Amrit Mali did, got into an entangled position, was the better of his hips. But he has been bowling well except for that 6 which has been hit. There Gando wanted to make it much fuller, but down the wicket keeper since the batsman actually shuffled, and that's the reason why the umpire didn't give any wide, and that will bring the end of the over also. 3 overs have been bowled. It's 17 for 1 for Hornets Cricket Club. Mm. Bravo, check this. Bravo. 17 for 1, has smashed it through cover, but couldn't get any connection as the ball will go actually towards the wicket keeper. Such kind of contest always makes anyone gets very enthusiastic, and especially when the ball is fuller, be it from a pacer or be it from a spinner. The story will remain the same. It's 17 for 1. Almost on a collision route was the striker and the bowler, but it will be 18 for 1 as they managed to get a single. Next ball from Ashok Diora. It's a very new spell from him. So Amrit Mali has been actually taken off the attack. Ashok Diora, mind you, he was a lefty and who actually almost threw up his wicket. He needed this partnership going, and but he is now bowling a right-hander. So none for one for him. He'd love to do what his captain has asked him to do. Get wickets, of course, outside off stump. No foot movement. There was an outside edge. The dreaded finger of the umpire goes up on to this blue sky. Also, second wicket down for Hornets Cricket Club. It's 18 for 2. They need 98 more runs required. I have been saying that cricket is a game of glorious opportunities and uncertainties. And at the moment, it's an opportunity being created by Hornets Cricket Club. The uncertainties looms little large, not very large. I would say little slowly and small over Hornets Cricket Club. They have lost their second wicket. The man in black and little bit of a light brown color. They will celebrate the fall of this wicket. Little bit snigged pass towards the wicketkeeper celebration, and the umpire says it's good for me. Went up when the left-handed little tiny finger on towards the sky. 18 for 2 in 3.4 overs for Hornets Cricket Club. 18 for 2, a huge appeal. Can you believe that? The third wicket is down for Hornets Cricket Club. You can't believe as a spectator and as a supporter of Hornets Cricket Club what you're seeing down in the middle. Royals Cricket Club are creating havoc among the pavilion of Hornets Cricket Club. They are cook a hoop over this wicket. You can see the action replay of how it transpired that wicket. There we go. There we go. A jack back in. No, it's not the great taste of the delivery. There you can see how he kept on waiting and waiting to make his teammates come up to him. Jack back, and that also actually came up little bit uppishly from a very good length. And so now Ashok Dira is having a very good match analysis of 2 for 1. He's on a hat trick. So 2 wickets in 2 balls. Can he get a hat trick? And if he manages to get it, the Hornets Cricket Club will find themselves in a big soup here as Joseph Arumugam is the new batter who will change DK, who's on 4 of 7. But it's a hat trick moment. And will he get it? Will Ashok Diora etch his name among those hat-trick bowlers who have treaded the surface? We don't know the history of this ground, of ground, or how many have taken a hat-trick, but he could be one of them. Here is the hat-trick ball from Ashok Diora. He has to re-bowl that. Something really happened there, but nevertheless, he can put his strategy back in action. I'm sure must be something up his sleeves there. And Joseph Arumugam is the one who's standing there to face hat-trick delivery. Where it comes with batted brief, the hat-trick delivery. Outside off stump, he says, no, I cannot just fiddle with that one because the previous two actually went with sneak behind the wicketkeeper. So hat-trick has been evaded. Hornets Cricket Club, after 4 overs, are 18 for 3. They need 98 more runs versus Royals Cricket Club. It's 18 for 3. The magic has been really very inspiring. There you can see, almost look like an international match when you when you see the batsman not being able to get it and gets where there you can see it was very cold. It was very quick. I think the umpires felt that it has actually gone down the leg side. All of them appeal in unison. The bowler, the wicket keeper, and there is asleep also, probably in almost like a second sleep catching position. Everyone went up immediately as soon as the ball hit the pad, and looked like almost like a classic LBW, but it's 18 for 3. No damage done. Again, wanted to smash it between gully and point. You can see the wicket, the sleep having on his head, while trying to indicate that it might have just missed the outside edge, but the ball has gone onto the safe hands of the safe gloves of the wicketkeeper to keep the score at 18 for 3 in 4.3 overs. 98 more required on 93. Amrit Mali is 1 for 4. Asif Armugan yet to get off the mark, none for 1. They played very well and very softly, respecting the painting. The bowler Amrit Mali played this towards cover. Score would remain 18 for 3. It's all dots in this over for Amrit Mali. Been very, very quiet. Don't want to be on commentators because I think twice I have been onto that. But when it's good bowling, it's always good bowling. Record run it is 6.39. Running in again wanted to smash it. The ball hasn't been coming up to the bat very, very well as much as they've been expecting, and that's the reason why there's too many uh, slashes in cuts. But the ball has been managing every time go beyond and well past the batsman on towards the gloves of the wicketkeeper. One more ball remaining in the fifth over, and will be the second from Amrit Mali, who is on his figure of 1 for 6. Short delivery this time tucked away on the leg side. There's a fielder who's patrolling there. So on to more towards mid wicket. The throw has been deep and sharp, but no damage done. Still with one more ball remaining. It's actually the end of the over. It's actually made in over, I believe, and it's 5 overs being bowled. Hornets Cricket Club are 18 for 3. They need 98 more runs versus the Royals Cricket Club. Uh, the break is good line and length being maintained. You're back after a small injury break, I would say. It was a wicket keeper, I believe, but all is okay now. Hornets Cricket Club are 18 for 3. Last over was the maiden over. Just beautifully bowled. Is it a good shot? This is a very handsome stroke, but I will only fetch them a single. Catch it was the call for just one run. As the score will be now 19 for 3, and Joseph Arumugan will get off the mark finally of the third ball that he faces. You can see the current run rate is less than 2 runs per over. So at the moment, it's little tough going here for Hornets Cricket Club, as the required run rate is 6.61, and, uh, and there's been some very good bowling. It has been very tight. Ashok Dira 2 for 2 in 1.2 overs. He has been the one who broke the back of Hornets Cricket Club outside off stump. It's in the air, and it has actually managed to fall in no man's land, but the ball will eventually play hide and seek with both the three fielders were converging near it and towards the third man boundary for four, and onto the 20s is Hornets Cricket Club. It's 23 for 3 in 5.3 overs. And the only way to make Ashok Dira unsettle is probably try and play this up his stroke and make him think more on his delivery. Say he should be allowed to settle because he was on a hat trick, mind you, in last to last over. So he'll be booming with confidence. On the leg side, it's India. They're playing almost every stroke in the book this time. This the ball will win the race finally towards the deep mid wicket fence for 4 runs. This is good stroke. This is lovely batting here from Dinesh, who's on to 12 or 15, and the score on to 27 for 3 for Hornets Cricket Club. Lovely, very lovely tucked away there. You can see the pickup stroke has been very good. And when you know where the ball needs to be put, and it will always give you very good results, but you need to be very careful of knowing where the stumps are because little bit of a miss and a hit, I'm sure everyone will go up and innings, and you never know, the dreaded finger might just go up the sky. It's 27 for 3, nonetheless, at the moment, and thick inside edge, probably it's one more ball now remaining. The score will remain on 27 for 3. And both Ganesh and Joseph Arumugam now has a huge task of stitching partnerships here. It's all about partnerships. This game, it's a team game, and you have lost wickets in a hit. They were 4 for 1, and then they become 18 for from 1 to 18 for 3. But Ashok Deva, he's been very good. That will bring the end of the over. 6 overs been bowled, 27 for 3 with 3 extras for Hornets Cricket Club. A little bit of spin, and he took the aerial route. Did he get a wicket? It was 27 for 3. Has they got a wicket? It seems like they have actually got a wicket. Yes, it's 27 for 4 for Hornets Cricket Club. Dinesh was looking very good. He will eventually has to falter. They need 89 more runs required, and Ganeshan has managed to pick up a wicket in the very first over that he bowls in the very second ball. It's one for none for him, but Hornets Cricket Club have lost their fourth wicket with just 27 runs on the board. Mind you, the target is 116 in 20 overs, and they are in dire straits, is what I can say, because the run rate is cropping up, and they are also losing wickets. 27 for 4 in 6.2 overs for Hornets Cricket Club. Flighted delivery. Has it gone above the eye line of the batter? It definitely feels so. We'll get a single. 28 for 4 now for Hornets Cricket Club. The stealing of the singles has been good, as Amar Gaja he will get off the strike immediately. With the ball, he was been good, Amar Gaja. And now with the bat, he's gone off the mark immediately. 1 for 1. The score is now 28 for 4 with 3 more balls remaining in the seventh over. This is the ball to Dinesh. Seeing the ball at the very last moment. You can see he was a little touch disappointed because he knew it was little short. He could have hit it probably more little harder and try and find the gap. But nonetheless, doesn't find it. 2 more balls remaining from Ganeshan's over. Drives the ball more back to the bowler. Not being able to find the sweet timing of the bat for that ball to crash away. Flies the delivery way outside off stump. I'm sure the umpire will be extending both his arms left and right to get some exercise going. There you go. It'll make the score move on to 29 for 4 with 1 more delivery remaining from Ganeshan, who has a figure of 1 for 2 in his fifth ball. Flighted delivery taken on the full, and the fielder does it very well at extra cover. Throws it back to the wicketkeeper. That will bring the end of the over. 7 overs bowled on its cricket club. A 30 for 4. 30 for 4. 7 overs. chipping down the wicket, flighted delivery more on the leg side. As a spinner, he'll do a world of good if he can hold on to a good trajectory. Is Richard will be bowling now around the wicket to the right-hander Amar Gaja. It's a new spell for him outside of stump and wide being signaled by the umpires will make it to 32 for 4, pushing the ball very, very hard. This time, thinking to leave the ball well within the distance. Amar Gaja and so no run. He's bowling his overs very, very quickly. There you can see this time way outside off stump. Just slowly tucked it towards the man at point. So no run. This says the same. The score 32 for 4 for Hornets Cricket Club. Remember, it's a 20 overs contest. It's the monsoon challenge being played at the Vellore Cricket Ground in Vellore. So two more balls remaining in the eighth over. Flight and delivery cuts the ball. The non-striker is very, very quick in onto his strides to come towards the batter's end. The batter was a little hesitant, and there's a reason why he was struggling a bit as the ball came was being thrown a little sharply towards the non-striker's end. But eventually, they managed to pick up a single and a score on 233 for 4. One ball remaining in the eighth over. Defends very well and gets off the hook very quickly to finish the end of the over and keep the strike himself. 8 overs being bowled. It's 34 for 4 for Hornets Cricket Club. 34 for 4. Make it to 35 for 4 with that single. And a huge appeal, and the umpire says, yes, you are on your way. It's OUT 35 for 5 for Hornets Cricket Club. They are going down the barrel. You can see Dinesh is really, really disappointed. It's not Dinesh actually, he's left-stranded. It's the other one who has got to go back to the pavilion. It's 35 for 5 in 8.2 overs. They need 91 of 70 balls. And again, the Royals Cricket Club, the men in black and brown, they will go in a huddle to discuss the fall of this wicket and will be very happy. Honest Cricket Club at the moment will be carrying an unhappy face because they've lost half of the side and not looking very good because not only the runs have dried up but the wickets have also fallen and they are at the moment having absolutely no answers to the kind of bowling that the Royals Cricket Club are sending at them, sending. So really need to capitalize on that. And as Honest Cricket Club are now 35 for 5. As Hariharan Ilango will be joining Dinesh, who's on 16 of 24. They'll be now having a spring in the strides for Royals Cricket Club. Ganeshan 2 for 4. That's a very, very nice figure. And I remember in the fifth or the sixth match, the last time I did commentary in the 10 overs contest, one of the bowler who had a match winning figures of 6 for 6. He was not only miser, he was not only a miser, but also picked up not only 5 wickets, but 6 wickets, 6 for 6. But a great bowling performance that was. At the moment, it's Hornets Cricket Club who are feeling the brunt of the heat from Royals Cricket Club. It's almost like testing your own medicine. So really, they really need to ignite and regroup themselves. And again, that debate was almost being taken as the ball escapes everyone, goes beyond the batter and the wicket keeper also for a par. The score is now 36 for 5 for Honest Cricket Club. Flighted delivery, it's in the air. Has he found a gap? Yes, the ball will fall in between both running fielders from long on and long off. Ganeshan will just be a spectator. He can only just wonder and marvel of how the ball is going to be placed in between those fielders. Not a bad ploy from the batsman to go down the ground. Ganeshan fighting the ball again, this time much fuller, and not only the ball manages to escape the hands of the bowler and the one running in from the covers. It will bring the end of the over. 9 overs been bowled, 39 for 5. Our Hornets Cricket Club. They're chasing a target of 116 of 20 overs at this Vellore Cricket Ground here in Vellore. 41 for 5 for Hornets Cricket Club. It's in the air. They define the gap. The fielder got little fooled with its spinning delivery. It will be now 45 for 5 with that stroke. Dinesh manages to find the gap.
48 for 5. Delivery riskfully played on the leg side to finish the 10 overs, and Hornets Cricket Club are now. Oh, this is good. This is very, very good running. Non-strike end, the batsman falls down, but they will be very happy. So that will be 50 up for Hornets Cricket Club with the completion of those runs. 10 overs been bowled. Hornets Cricket Club are 50 for 5. They're chasing a target of 116 versus the Royals Cricket Club. And this seems to be almost a good contest because now it's 66 of 60, and more of spinners in action because they know the pitch is playing little second fiddle, because as we don't see now the cloudy cover. The sun was very much out, and we'll have a drinks break at the completion of this 10 overs on its cricket club are 50 for 5. 50 for 5. A break with this drinks break. Spinner still in action. Oh, good ball. The ball has spun more than required for the comfort of Dinesh. But he's on 23 of 31. He knows exactly how the pitch is behaving. At the other end, it's Hariharan Ilango, who's on 6 not out of 4. Richard, his second ball of his first over, on the leg side will be well past his arc and towards the man, jersey number 99. But this is a nice passage of play when you know it's 66 of 60, and the fielders will be rotated for the new batsman Hariharan Ilango. Though he's on 6, but I'm sure he'll be having some players up his company who will be up to him. There you can see 65 of 50. It's getting very, very close now. Spinning delivery outside off stump, cuts the ball very well towards the man at point. Probably more the footwork will do a world of justice for him. The current run rate is 4.86. The record run rate has been very, very up. It's 6.84. Richard, there you can see angle bat. Probably wanted to play it towards the cover, but the angle actually made Hariharan Ilango play it more towards the leg side, but well placed Richard. It's Luton Rich at the back of his jersey. I'm sure he's as much rich not only on his bank account but also of his slips. He's enjoying his bowling. You can see there. He almost finishes. The ball is finished. Just one ball remaining, 11th over. Has to stress to play that stroke, but it has gone beyond the extra cover fielder. And they've just finished one run. And it will also bring the end of the over. 11 overs have been bowled. It's 52 for 5 for Hornets Cricket Club, chasing a target of 116 versus Royals Cricket Club here at this nice venue of Vellore Cricket Ground in Vellore. And they are competing in this prestigious. This is the Rockford Cities Premier League, mind you. This is a very good league which is going on. Love the name, Rockford Cities Premier League. This is all the Premier Division cricket matches which you get to witness here. For all the followers who have been tuned into live action, I'm your commentator, Mayur Barua. I love the game of cricket, and it's always nice to be commentating. And also an era where T20 cricket is very, very prevalent. It's in the air. He has actually found the gap. Ganeshan giving a loop of trajectory. He has 2 for 7 in his name. Now make it 2 for 8 in 2.1 overs. As Hariharan Ilango goes on to 8 of 9, gives a strike to Dinesh DK, who's on 24 of 32. And the score is now 53 for 5, 11.1 overs for Hornets Cricket Club. Next delivery up to the task. He will be very, very disappointed. Wanted to take it on the full and smash it way past Ganeshan, but he was there like a defensive wall and stopped the ball in its spot. No run, 53 for 5. Next ball up to Dinesh DK, moves a little bit onto his stumps and played it rightfully on the leg side, and the fielder will be there to field the ball. One run, gives it back to Ganeshan. The score is now 54 for 5, and the equation will now say 62 of 51. And it's always nice to do commentary in this. So nice kept ball. Oh, good ball. That's a spun prodigiously. Where is Shane Warne? Where is Shane Warne? Some just a couple of days back, I read Kuldeep Yadav. He was there in Melbourne, and he got very emotional. He said that Shane Warne was this is in the air, but this will probably, the fielder was not there. But the wicketkeeper, he says that we have placed you there just to cover that area. Really need to do your jogging duties very, very quickly. So talking about Kuldeep Yadav, got emotional by looking at the statue of Shane Warne. And yes, it's always so emotional thing about the late Shane Warne. It's 55 for 5 at the moment. One ball remaining in the 12th over, driven very well towards the man at extra cover. Jersey number 16 fields it. 12 overs have been bowled. Hornets Cricket Club are 55 for 5, chasing a target of 116 versus the Royals Cricket Club at this Rockford Cities Premier League here at the Vellore Cricket Ground in Vellore, and the equation is now 61 of 48 balls. A huge appeal. So 6th wicket down for Hornets Cricket Club, 55 for 6. They're looking down the barrel. He was almost charging up to the face of the umpire. He says, yes, Relax, gentlemen. Relax, Richard. You have got your man. It's 55 for 6 for Honest Cricket Club, and Royals Cricket Club will rejoice. No, no. That is plum. Absolutely plum. Even if you're bowling round the wicket, there you can see right up to the face of the umpire, and he rightfully adjudicates his dreaded finger wanted to play down the leg side. You felt that that he must have not covered the stumps, but probably middle of the middle and the leg stump. And some decisions looks very plumb. This was one of them. So Richard finally manages to get a wicket to his name. It's 1 for 6 in 2.1 overs, and 6 wickets down for Hornets Cricket Club at 55. The run rate there you can see it's climbing up at 7.79. It's and the equation is 61 of 47. As jersey number 19 Bharat is now there on strike, he'll be facing Richard. Dinesh, at the other hand, on the non-strikers end, is on 25 of 35. Richard shaping up to spin a cob around Bharat. Bharat squares himself up and it's bowled him. It's like everyday task. Here's a smile. Yes, this I've been doing every day. But Bharat, I really don't know what he was trying to do. Just an easy slog on the leg side, as if I just want to play one ball. It doesn't matter for me what it transpires. Swings, misses, and a ball says I'll be attracted to that timber every day and day out. It spun a little bit on the middle stump and kisses the timber. The bails falls off, and it's back-to-back wickets for Richard. And Hornets Cricket Club are now 8 wicket down, are 7 wickets down, beg your pardon, at 55 for 7 in 12.2 overs. Richard is now on a hat trick. Mind you, for Royals Cricket Club, Diora was the one who was on hat trick, and now is Richard 2 for 6 in 2.2 overs, who's on a hat trick. So you never know what it just might happen. We'll have to just wait and watch. As Babu is the new batsman who will be joining Dinesh DK, who's on 25 of 35. So much of talk going on there. You can see these other fielders saying, "Why don't you just try and put an LBW?" Required run rate 7.96. The equation is 61 or 46. And Richard says, "I really don't know. I just care about my hat trick." You don't know, never know. Hat trick being a 4-3. I remember 2007 ICC Cricket World Cup, Sri Lanka versus South Africa. South Africa lost 4 wickets in 4 balls of Lasith Malinga, but eventually they won the contest. South Africa. It was a very small target. They made Sri Lanka made a match out of it, thanks mostly to Lasith Malinga. It was being played in South Africa. The final was Australia versus South Africa, which the mighty Aussies won that World Cup. But at the moment, it's a hat trick delivery for Richard, and he's bowling on to Babu. Hat trick delivery, spins that ball, but it was way down the leg side, and he clips it towards the mid wicket position for 1 run. He will get off the mark Babu immediately and gives it to Dinesh, who's on 25 of 35, and the score on to 56 for 7 in 12.3 overs. Equation is now 60 of 45. Short delivery outside off stump, slashes it very well, evades everyone onto those non-grassy surface for a single, and the run rate is now required run rate is exactly 8 runs per over with that single, 8.05 actually. And with 2 more balls remaining in the 13th over, it's 57 for 7. Flighted delivery. Oh, had that ball spun more, it would have definitely hit the timber. There you can see Richard, hands clapping his face. He knew he could have got his 3rd wicket in this very over. He is an absolutely nice spinner. 2 for 8 in 2.5 overs. and he could sense something is coming. Never know, it might just happen in this ball. Spins the ball well, proving in defense. We have already seen an LBW and a bold, and will bring the end of a very good over. 13 overs been bowled. It's 57 for 7 for Hornets Cricket Club, chasing a target of 116 versus the Royals Cricket Club. Lovely bowling, 2 for 10 for Ganeshan. Hornets Cricket Club not looking too well at 57 for 7. Wanted to play, wanted to get a single after that soft one. I think Dinesh is not very happy with what Babu did. I am sure he must have felt that he should have gone off the blocks very, very quickly. Still, it says 59 of 40. Very nicely driven by Dinesh to give the single to Babu, and the score on to 58 for 7. Good ball from Ganeshan. Fuller delivery. Babu almost trying to check that ball. You cannot rely much on this tailenders. You see how much room he's giving himself, Babu, for that spin delivery. Cuts that ball. Not hesitant is Ganeshan to flight those balls. They know they have very good runs to back themselves up, and that's the reason why the confidence is there to see in every ball that they are bowling. One more ball remaining in the 14th over. To bowl to Dinesh. Dinesh drives it little uppishly, well past the non-striker and towards the long on fence for just 1 run. 14 over 7 bowl. It's 60 for 7 for Hornets Cricket Club. #61 for 7, and in 14 overs we'll have to see. Probably feels like it's the 8th wicket down also. They need 55 of 36. There you go. There you go. The appeal. There's a huge appeal. There's a confusion. The wicket keeper runs in and puts the bails off. That was actually wicket. And so actually it's a run out, and Hornets Cricket Club are looking down the barrel now at 61 for 8 in 14.1 overs. The target is 116. They need 55 more, as Jaga is the one who will be coming, and I'm sure he'll face the music because he needs to taste his own medicine. And there you can see how things have changed. We already was saying of how things might change when Royals Cricket Club has the ball in the hand. Very slower, ever so slow. He has to wait for eternity for that ball to come. Probably that's what the wicketkeeper is saying. I never thought that the ball will be spinning so low. Flights a delivery outside of some Richard. He cross patted that stroke. Everyone can give some a healthy smile there as Jaga gets off the mark of the second ball that he faces, as the score moves on to 62 for 8. Very short down the leg side. Will that ball go towards the boundary? Yes, it is towards more square, towards the third man boundary. They still don't have much to think because they know Royals Cricket Club that they have plenty of runs to defend. 50 of 32. Hornets Cricket Club with that boundary are 66 for 8. Richard is now 2 for 14 with that boundary being scored off his bowling. Two more balls remaining, but no questions galore for them as of now. Spinning delivery outside off stump. The call is for the second as soon as the ball is going towards that muddy area, but we'll just get one run, and the score will be 67 for 8. Small little partnership going up, F6 of 4 between Jaga and Babu. Again, just wanted to tuck it on the onside. The misfield will allow them to steal a single. 15 overs been bowled on his cricket club. 68 for 8. 68 for 8 in 15 overs. As Asok Diora 2 for 10 to his name, saves up 2 for 4 to his name actually, and it's actually 2 for 10. 68 for 8. He has been bowling very well. There you can see in 2.1 overs. He's been doing much of the talking here as he runs into ball to Jaga on the leg side, till seeing the ball to the last moment, looks up to his non-striker Babu, who's on 7 of 7, will get the strike and gets off it as the score moves on to 69 now off 8. Mind you, these are the match round of these are league matches of this tournament, and it's 2 for 10 for Ashok Deora. Give himself some room as he saw the ball was angling towards him. So 1 run for the taking for Hornets Cricket Club as it will move on to 70 for 8. Still in a very, very precarious situation is Hornets Cricket Club, because they need 46 more runs to win this contest. And we have seen how funny sometimes it gets. This wicket partnership sometimes can steal the show from you. Zashudia runs into ball outside off stump. It's sledge. It's in the air also, but it will evade the fielder by the look of it. Ashok Diara can see probably there was a chance in the making. The moment on his cricket club will get a single with the thick outside edge. 71 for 8. They need 45 more now of 26 deliveries. Fifth ball of the 16th over to Babu from Ashok Dera. Slower delivery. He plays it very well from middle stump. A little bit of a fumble, but they will just settle for 1 run. And 72 for 8. Double figures, parent partnership 11 of 10. And what more can you see? Can we see something coming out of the hat from Hornets Cricket Club? Can they do something different? Last ball of the 16th over. From Ashok Diarra. Ball him! Oh, that was clever. You can see all smiles from Ashok Diarra. Slower delivery. Whether to play on the leg side or whether to go back, but the ball says, I'm very, very much in love on this Sunday morning towards the stumps. It's 72 for 9 as all the stumps goes RIP. And Babu is left stranded. Jersey number 00 has to. There you can see. There you can see. No foot at all. He was almost at the fourth stump, almost at the third and a half stump. And Ashok Dera has the last laugh. He'll get the third wicket. And it's 72 for 9. And last wicket will now come up to join Babu. And it's Salim N who will be charging in to join Babu. Ashok Dera 3 for 13 in 3 overs. That's also the end of the over. 16 overs been bowled on its cricket club. 72 for 9. It went very, very quickly. As soon as it left the bat, it was like a swing. There you can see it went a long, long way. A little bit of a confusion whether it's a four or a six, but eventually it is actually four. So Hornets Cricket Club 76 for 9. The shot from Babu was very, very strongly hit. He moves on to 13 of 12 into double figures. Amrit Mali 1 for 10, running into ball to him again. Wanted to almost repeat the stroke. It's in the air, but there was no one as close to that ball, so it will be on in safe waters as Babu rotates the strike, gives it to Saliman, who's yet to face a delivery. But now he'll have to face the music from Amrit Mali, who's on 1 for 10. At 76 for 9, needs 40 of 21 more. Not very easy, and you cannot blame the tailenders because they are mostly built to bowl and not to clean runs for you. But nowadays, everyone really needs to know the art of batting and bowling. Amrit Mali stepping in, running into bowl to Suleiman. Ah, gives himself some room. Non-striker Babu already off the jogging tracks for him. 79, and now it will be for 9 as Salim gets off the mark with a single. It will be 37 now required of 20. Well bowled, very, very well bowled. Your Charles. 17 overs have been bowled. It's 78 for 9. 38 required of 18 balls. 79 for 9. Third ball of the 18th over. This is good. As straight as an arrow. Being it by Salim. There you go. There you go. He has taken up the stumps. And did the umpire raises his finger? Oh yes, he did. Did he raise the finger? The bowler Ashok Diora says, "You raised your finger. What was it all about?" And Ashok Diora signals. He actually got a fingertip, so it might be run out of any equation. So anyone could be run out. It was hit as straight as possible, and in his follow through, probably Ashok Diora got a small fingertip, faint of his fingertip onto that ball, and in the process, when the batsman was trying to cross over, he also dug up the stump. So, with the walkie-talkie in hand, the umpire trying. Yes, yes, he has already raised his finger. So that's a victory by 36 runs for Royals Cricket Club. They will be a very, very happy bunch going into the next match. But for Hornets Cricket Club, they are 79 all out in 17.3 overs. They will be utterly disappointed. They bowled so well, but eventually they only managed to lick some runs and Royals Cricket Club finished on 115, but now it has splendid bowling performance. They have won this contest by 36 runs versus Hornets Cricket Club. So stay tuned on this very channel because we'll be coming up with the next match very, very soon. This is your host, commentator Mayur Barua, who brought you all this action. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. This is a nice Sunday morning still. It's 11 past 7. I'm sure some very good days of from some very good cricket of the day awaits you. Until then, it's signing off. Thank you so much.